You want kinky? Fine, I'll tickle your lips instead. Tickle your ears.
This got too sensual.
Maybe I'll tickle each other's fingers.
No, what the fuck?
Oh, I've got a tickle fetish, so I'll tickle everyone. Playing with my nipples.
Stop.
This is very surreal right now.
I feel like I'm on an acid trip.
I'm like trying to move the Eric vibes through me.
Oh, is that what you're doing right now?
Yeah. I'm pumping the Eric blood through me.
Alright, when we last left off, you all were taken into Misty Springs. You were met with the leader of this settlement, Delmuth, and she has ordered her men to lead you to the hot springs, where you saw the magical effects it had on your bodies. Reginald gaining his skin back only to lose it afterwards. Brim gaining his humanity for like a brief moment, not liking it, both attracting a large margin of women. It was at that point Nabis did steal a trinket, while Grindel was down.
Got him when he's down.
A guard did spot you doing this. After that, Eric did have a moment with Grindel, rekindling something they haven't had in many years, and Eric did kiss Grindel, but it resulted in a swift punch in the face.
Now he has a blackout.
They later all reunite in the hall where Delmuth has cooked Eric's large bass kill. Yummy! And we'll just kick it off. I just don't remember her voice. Hello, I am Delmuth.
That's not what she said.
Hello, my name is Martin.
Hello, my name is Delmuth. Go fuck yourself.
Get in the face, come on, warm up.
Let's just do foreign voices for everyone.
It is me, Venkelm. I am a woman.
Venkelm!
Is he like wearing a wig?
It is I, Venkelm.
No, he's gonna say, I'm not Van Kelm.
He takes off the ears. I am Venkelm.
Everyone is Van Kelm.
I'm Venkelm. You're Venkelm. Is there any Venkelms we should know about?
Delmuth is sitting in her chair, and she simply hand gestures you to sit. Please take a seat. Now we can start off simple. Clearly, you were all attacked and were fleeing. You have plenty of people, and you have yourselves that need a place to rest, as the goddess of winter is much more aggressive this season. But I must know, where were you fleeing from and why? Please be as honest as possible. I do not have patience for liars. She leans back in her chair, taking a small puff of a really long pipe.
I just look at Grindel. I'm gonna let Grindel state the truth if he wants.
Well, I will be blunt. We all met in Gravenvale, formed an alliance. I worked under a man called Venkelm, and we run the black market there, as magic is quite illegal. Yes, I've heard. That place is a wretched cesspool, and that's putting it nicely. So you're fleeing from there? I'm assuming from the Royals. Yes. We lost quite a few on the journey here. I see. We wish to give our people a safe place to live while we continue our plan. We most likely will leave tomorrow if that so suits you. Oh, your presence here is not an annoyance, but if you wish to drop off your people here, we may need to discuss more of that. And she takes another long pipe puff. If you wish to stay here, please respect our residents. This village was created to house and protect our elven brothers and sisters, no matter the sub-race.
Fuck racism.
We are all a family here. No doubt some may be nervous seeing non-elven folk. I will happily give you and your people a resting place for tonight. And if you are dropping them off, I will do my best to give them a place to fit in. Give them a home here for the time being. Maybe a job or two to keep themselves busy. So, I will accept this for now, but I will not tolerate any of your settlers disrespecting my family. Is that understandable?
We're not disrespectful, I promise.
Oh, yeah, if anything, they are so respectful. And
Mavis,
I
you're a
give
bitch.
really sinister, angry glare to Reginald and Brim.
Mavis is a bitch.
Shut the fuck up.
Your traveling friends are quite the unique ones, but I'll make a deal. How about this? If you want to recover your strength here, so be it, and if you are leaving tomorrow, then I will happily offer you new armor, elven made.
Oh, that's too kind.
I will not worry you with the full price, of course, but there will be a small fee.
First, do you have a size extra small?
Yeah, he's relatively short, if you can't see.
Yes, I can see that. It's gonna be quite a challenge for the blacksmith.
What about undead armor?
She puts her pipe in her mouth and she sort of frowns. We're gonna have to figure that one out.
I don't mind giving measurements.
250 gold each.
Binge, give me a discount. I'll give you 175. Nat 20. Let's go. Right now. Give
Yes,
me...
you got a nat 20. Holy damn. Delmuth leans over the table, her pipe poking out of her lip, and she raises her brow. She puts her hand out.
I drop the gold into her hand begrudgingly.
Many thanks. And she counts it, and she looks to each every one of you. Tomorrow, I will command my blacksmith. Actually, no. After this meeting, I will inform my blacksmith of her duties tomorrow. She will then equip you with your newly obtained
Wait,
armor.
do I have to pay 440 because it's two of you?
Excuse me?
The two of you. How much do I have to pay?
Is Eric okay?
You only pay for yourself, drunkard.
Damn.
How much is it?
250. And she slides over a carved bone cup. It's steaming. Drink this and sober yourself up.
Is it
It's
booze?
not like drunk people.
This is alcohol.
It's not alcohol, it's something to clear your mind.
I don't want it.
Don't tell him that. He's not gonna drink it now.
I don't want it. Eric's resting his head in his hands I don't want it.
She gets up from her seat, puffing her pipe. She goes, "You may want to drink it, or you're going to be having a hangover for a good week, dear gentleman. Combine that with your little black eye, I don't think you're going to be having a great time."
He feels his face and he's like, oh yeah, the fucking bastard buzzed me. Dickhead.
She rolls her eyes and looks over to Eunabus and Grindel and all them, and she leans down and she grabs your fucking jawline,
Oh
Eric,
god.
and she lifts your head up,
Eric's barely can't take focus. His eyes are gauzy.
and she's trying to force you to drink it. Do you want to fight back or not?
He's wriggling, but he's just
He's wiggling.
he's wriggling, he's just
He doesn't like it.
Make a Constitution saving throw.
okay. The dice isn't showing.
He got a 1.
You got a 1.
Oh, not one.
Well, technically a 3 with the +2, but...
Jesus Christ. She forces it down your throat, and it is hot. Not scalding, but you start to choke. And it's very strong. It's nothing like you've ever tasted before, and Delmuth just rolls her eyes and just sits herself back down. You're more acquainted now, but you're just laying on the table now.
Eric's dribbling liquids from his cheek and dribbling all over his chin.
That was entertaining.
Your tongue goes numb.
I'm dying. Fucking killed me.
For a good half an hour, you're gonna speak very slurred because your tongue is numb.
Oh, so now Eric has to speak like it.
You are a little bit sobered up though, because it has hit you like a dragon.
So I have to speak like this now?
Oh, wow.
Most humans can't handle the strong elven liquids, I should say.
I can handle it. Slams my fist down on the
Can we
table.
have some? What happens if we take some and we're not drunk? Will we die?
No, it's a, she kind of pulls out a bottle, and it's a smoked glass bottle, and she slides on the table. It's a very strong, potent elixir. It clears the mind and senses from your drunken state, but it is very toxic.
You fucking poisoned me?
No, not in that way. It's from a poisonous creature, yes, but it's been, let's say, detoxinized to help the senses, but you're having the worst time, my friend. That little tongue of yours. Have fun with that.
Oh, can you fix my eye?
What?
Can you fix my eye? He's pointing to his eye. He's can you fix my eye?
No, it will blind you, you idiot.
This is so great for Navis. So
Eric's glaring at Navis and don't you look at me that bitch.
The rest of you are more than welcome to try it.
No, it's mine.
No.
Yes.
I want some.
Bit. I forgot.
No,
I will
I
forget
want-
you, bit.
I need to show off. I'm the one that's trying to seduce someone.
It's a delicacy, she explains, and how it's to cure senses, to cure like your drunken state, but it's also a beverage that you drink if you really want to just clear your mind, almost like a Vicks.
Oh, I would love that right now.
Bitch, I need to clear my mind. I'm about to get fucked for the first time in like years, okay?
Me too. Just wait.
Alright, then let us both drink it.
Why
Drink
am I
it,
getting laid? I wanna get laid.
Alright, go away. You're drunk.
Yeah, if you
I
had
will
some.
fucking get you bit. Okay, I'm fucking bit.
Are you holding the bottle, Eric?
Oh no,
Has he got-
I'm snatching that if he's holding it.
No, Eric's like trying to wriggle to grab it off me. He's like, no, it's mine, bit.
Can I like jump in between them and like snatch it?
I'm not fighting.
You're allowed to, yes. You can jump on the table and grab
Come
it.
fucking test me, bit. Come on,
Please,
bit.
let's be civil.
Just
I
no.
tackle Eric.
I will fucking get you. Come on, bit. Blah.
Are you tackling Eric?
Yes.
Eric, roll a strength. Same with you, Brim. A 10.
Oh, damn it.
Aw, you would have been equal.
Come on, bit.
So, Eric, you sit up there and you feel the imp just go on you. You don't budge, but you have now an angry imp on you.
Eric like looks down. He's like,
Oh my god, is this a sound?
What are imp noises?
I don't know, whatever.
you little little bitch. Can't get me,
Snakes
bitch.
come like flying out of his mouth as he's like screaming.
Delmuth is just leaning on her little throne, just staring unamused, with her pipe just in her mouth.
Navis is gonna take an opportunity to swoop in then.
This,
So-
I've got hold of this thing. I'm gonna have time.
So Navis, casually, very calmly, suavely strolls over and is like, I'm not like them. Do you mind if I try some? Just to chill out a little bit. As you can
No,
see,
mine.
this is probably why I need to drink this.
At least you're the first to ask. And she gets up. And she just gets between you two
No,
and leans down.
bitch.
And she gives you the most ugliest death stare she can muster.
Eric like gives like a little pout.
Damn, what's up her
It's like-
ass?
He's like got his little lip going
my
off,
girlfriend
like
alone.
glaring.
She grabs the bottle and she goes, "It's for everyone, human."
Bitch, strength check, bitch.
He's the one who's keeping it for himself, man. I'm just trying to get some.
I will strength. I will roll a good strength.
No,
again.
she's
Roll
rolling
a
strength.
strength.
Hold on, I'm rolling strength.
Yeah, can we all roll strength again?
It's 13. Come on, everyone.
Oh wait, I gotta put the thing on it. Hold on. What? Stop.
So that was 16 minus 2.
So that's 14.
Okay, yes, same thing.
So you've got one above Eric. Who's rolling? Oh yeah, they grabbed it
God
off.
damn it.
You've grabbed it off him.
Reginald is feeding Deathbringer grapes. Yes, okay. As you all bicker and fight, in the far off corner, Reginald is just sitting there cradling Deathbringer like it's his baby, feeding her grapes.
So, as everyone's like grabbing it, Eric like pulls, and obviously, well, Brim's finally got it. I mean, Demuth, they got it. And
but yeah, Delamove got it.
You both fight, and she grabs the top of the bottle, and then you try to fight it, and she just stares at you, just keeping still, and then from your grasp.
Can I drink it now?
She walks back to her throne and sits herself back down and places the bottle back down, takes the horned cup, and pours it in.
I
Eric's
thought you
like,
were gonna say it takes it and bonks him in the head with it, but okay.
Eric's like pouting. He's got like his cheek in his hand, and he's like, "Where did everyone take everything off me?"
If all of you want a drink, you will have to ask and wait patiently.
I asked.
I don't know patience.
Then you will get none.
Well, suck
I don't need that shit.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, Brim.
Well,
don't need
okay,
that shit.
okay,
We're
boys.
men. We're men. We don't need that shit.
Boys!
Okay.
Yeah, bromance for life, man.
She slides over the drink to you, Navis.
I have the drink in my hand, alright? And I've got my other hand waving at the boys, and I'm just like, hey!
Yeah.
Y'all need to be more civil. Just chill out. Have the time of your life. Drink some weed.
I am having a time of my life. The baby's looking at me.
I don't know what you said. One more time, Eric. Slowly.
Fuck you all.
Okay, well, just be more civil, and then it'll work out. Look, jumping all around, all crazy stuff, Brim. That's not helping us, Brim.
I wanted some drink.
Okay, anyway, I'm gonna drink this.
You feel the sharp burn hit your throat, and you kind of want to bring it back up, but you keep it down, pull it like a really scrunched up face, and you slam the cup down, because that shit is very fucking strong, and you don't know how it's a delicacy.
Man, are you sure we're not just drinking vodka?
Do I chill out though? Am I chill, you know?
Oh, you're chill.
Oh,
You ain't got a numb tongue like Eric.
oh yeah. I don't have to...
I was like looking at her, like looking a bit more chill, and he's like, person?
Delmuth grabs the cup, like on the rim of it, and just slowly passes it to Brim.
Don't give
Wait,
to me.
I can pass.
Give to me.
Yeah. Give me that.
Give me a bit. Don't
What's my
betray me.
rolling for this?
Constitution.
Constitution.
I don't think I have anything for my constitution, so...
Then
16.
You, Brim, take the large horned cup in your hands and put your head back, taking a swig, and it burns your little forked tongue a bit. And you feel your tongue get numb a little bit, but not as bad as Eric's, per se. And you put the cup back down, and you feel this just warm sweep over you.
Oh, man. My dick is ready.
what? Got some.
Can I give the cup back to Eric?
Sure.
I want to see what happens.
Eric like takes it off you, and he's like looking down. He's like, looks like he's got like a Christmas present or something. Constitution.
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 Reginald, do you want to pour it down your non-existent gullet?
We don't waste things in this house.
Why is it doing that glitch where I can't see?
You got a 20.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm pretty sure Deathbringer doesn't want it.
She's like, ah! You take another sip, and it's another burning sensation down your throat. You don't choke this time around, and you do take it. Your tongue isn't feeling any fucking better. So, you feel a buzz, though. It's like relaxing you, and you're like, whoa, boy.
Big smirk goes across his face.
And you sit the cup down, and Delmuth says, if we're done here, and you've eaten well, drank well, you can pay up for your armor now, and then I can take you to your sleeping quarters where you can rest for the night. As she's explaining this, and just having her focus on you guys, a little dragon bat just crawls around the table, and just sticks its tongue in the cup.
It's like almost tainted.
Pulls back its tongue, scurries
Does
away.
his tongue go numb?
Eric
Yeah,
like
he's like-
slowly pushes the cup away, like makes a face of disgust now.
He can't feel his tongue too.
You know, that's what he do, so shit.
Pip is a
Oh,
little
yeah.
shit, yeah.
Y'all are both little shit.
Just like it pops.
Just like it's fun.
He runs to you, Brim, seeking comfort as he's so confused on what the fuck's going on.
He's like,
Give him a little tap on the head and like, you see, that's what happens when you stick your tongue in things you don't know.
next time it could be a booty hole. You won't even know. Yeah.
And so, with that, Delmuth gets back up from her seat, for the God knows what time this is, and she walks to the door, passing by Ara and Arvok, and opens it. We will take you to your sleeping quarters, and where you will be... Hold on, I gotta sneeze.
Bless you.
Think of pineapples, man.
Big of pineapples, man. Watermelons.
Fuck you, it's gone.
Okay, sorry, I take my blessing back. I didn't mean to bless you so early.
Y'all are freaking crazy.
That is where we'll take you to your sleeping quarters for both you and your settlers. You will be in separate rooms. If you follow us, we will get this underway.
Are we all ready to go then? Boys?
I want sleep. Please let me sleep.
You want to sleep?
I want to go to bed.
I want to go to bed.
I want to go to bed. Okay. I'm tired now.
Yeah, okay.
I'm tired now. I'm tired. He's like saying as he's got his eyes closed, he's like talking to you with his eyes closed, like, I want to go to bed. I'm done. I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
Okay, fine.
Everything-
You can take them to bed.
Everything's finished.
Neighbors, what about you and the lot of you?
Kind of wanted to look around, you know. Like, I know I'm not going to be here long, so.
Don't stay out too long, you all need rest.
Where's my bed? Where's my bed?
It's alright, I don't need a lot of sleep. I run on like 3 hours and that's it, so. Okay.
Oh, we got a badass over here.
Oh, I'll find. Don't you worry about that, Delmuth. I will find my way. I got really country. I will find my way into the quarters.
Very well then. If the rest of you are ready to slumber, follow me. And so Dalmuth leads you to the sleeping quarters, Princey following behind, Pip following behind, Deathbringer fast asleep in Reginald's arms.
He's a good baby possum.
Where is
See,
he?
It's
look.
a good possum.
Get Princey on the board.
Princey was on the board, but
Yeah,
he's now
Princey
not.
was, and now he's gone.
Yeah, give me a
Bryn, what's Bryn doing?
I want to go to the
Oh, so you're sneaking off?
yeah.
Dalmuth is at the front of the line right now, and so she's kind of preoccupied just escorting you inside the building and just showing you where to go. So, while
Be on your way, Bryn!
while she's distracted, you can
My
go off.
bitches.
Pip following behind.
Pip, how about baby? How about you go to bed? Okay, I'll be back in an hour. It's okay.
What the fuck was that noise?
His tongue is sticking out.
I'll train you a little bit when I get back. We have some fun time, okay? I give her a little kiss on the head.
Is this a well?
Yes, that's a well.
Eric will look down it.
No! We're following a line!
Hold on, he's looking down. He's like leaning across.
You all travel in a line, and you seem to walk past the buildings, the small businesses that are closed at this hour, and you walked past a ivy-covered well, and Eric, you do seem to glance down, and you just see pitch black. You don't really see anything.
Oh damn. He then just pulls out one coin from his pocket and like drops it.
Can dark vision see to the bottom?
You can certainly try.
Sure, I'll
Eric's dropped the gold coin.
try.
Oh my god,
And-
can you steal all the cash out of it?
And Eric like crosses his fingers and like scrunches his little nose. He's like,
It's like a crate that goes over. Reginald can see the crate, so even if you were to jump down the well, you would be met with a heavy and bad fall. Beyond that crate, you can catch a slight glimmer of like gold where other coins have been thrown in.
yeah.
Hot damn, they're throwing their money away.
But Brim does part from the formation, gives Pip a little kiss on the head, even though he's being stubborn. He is a baby after all, but he falls behind the rest of the party, as does Grindel and all them. Grindel, however, does just sit himself down on the bench outside of this inn-like place. He's not really feeling tired, and he looks to you all. Twitter.
He checks his Twitter.
He looks to you all and he says, "Sleep well." And then he just turns away, just like looking down the street.
Ooh, moody.
Someone's on their myriad.
Period. Oh my god.
Eric's still like got his fingers crossed, his face scrunches. He's like trying to make a wish.
What do you wish for?
Oh. Hey, is Reginald still over there with Eric?
I would assume.
I wasn't sure if you like walked away or not.
Well, no, he stopped. He stopped to look down there as well.
Nevis kind of like walks over and like I guess she kind of glances at Dalmuth, assuming that she's waiting.
She is. She's got her arms folded and tapping her foot a little bit.
Eric's like, I made my wish. It's okay. I'm over here now.
Now you're over there. Gotcha.
Eric's made his wish.
So now she joins back up with everybody because she was going to get everyone. Now
I'm not following her.
That's fine.
What are you doing, Reginald?
Don't you
Is
still
there anything particularly interesting at the bottom of the well? Can somebody roll a perception for me?
I'll roll a perception for you.
You never know. Somebody could have thrown something down there.
Could be like a dead body down there.
Ooh!
True. Dead body.
Hey guys, there's dead people down there.
Dalmuth just like kills us all. She's like, fuck.
Fuck, we found the bodies.
That has been spoiled.
Quick, everyone's dead.
I'm already dead.
16.
You can't really make out much. You just see the slight shimmers of gold below. Maybe an odd twinkle here and there, like maybe a gem, but you can't really tell. It's probably just a platinum piece or some odd currency that you don't really know.
So there's no point in sending Deathbringer down there to bring anything back.
There is not, because she would hit the crate.
What are you doing? I threw the possum down the well.
You can't get up, Helen.
Somebody
No,
save
shut
her. Okay, if it's not interesting, I'm gonna walk away carrying Deathbringer with me.
She's still asleep in your arms.
Yes, good possum. I like this possum more than I like any of you.
Gee.
Love you too, Reginald.
Rude much.
You are led down a beautifully crafted wooden hall, sliding doors, and you see your settlers in the far end of the hall being shown their room by the guards. You see the little girl is behind the settlers holding their hand, looking nervously, and that's when she turns around and notices all of you enter down the hall, being led to the left.
To the killing floor.
It's her dungeon.
You see this room is fairly large, multiple, they're not high beds, they're like very low beds, nicely crafted oak, fine pelts laying across, acting as blankets. Call your dibs as what bed you want. There's double beds and there's single beds.
Eric wants a double bed. He just like runs over and just jumps on top.
No.
Wait, should I just roll it athletics, see if he misses?
You're still slightly out of it, even though you're not as drunk as you were. You're still slightly out of it. So roll acrobatics with disadvantage.
Okay, what's disadvantage?
Are you kidding?
You roll it twice and
you
take
the
the
lowest.
Yeah.
Because he's drunk. Might as well.
Oh no.
Oh, nat 1.
Oh, damn.
What the hell?
Oh, Eric, your luck is not good today.
I think I might have given you my bad luck from last time.
You look at this large double bed and you're like, ooh, baby, and it has beautiful white pelts laying on top, and you want it. You have to take one step and you trip on your foot and go on the floor, face first.
Can I step over him
Mavis
and continue
walks
on to
over
the
and
other bed?
pats the bed.
You want to step over and go to continue to a bed?
Yes.
Yep.
Just completely walk over him.
Yeah. I'm going for the bed that he's going.
Oh, you bitch!
I am. Yeah, I know. I walk right over him and I just like sit myself on the bed.
Everyone just gonna step on him?
Pip jumps off your head with a little and just like charges at the bed and just like jumps on it.
Eric like sort of lifts his head up, and he's like glaring at everyone.
That is when Princey walks by and sniffs your face, just curious.
And Eric's like smacking him away, like,
Get
oh.
Pip out of here. Mavis starts like shooing Pip away. She's just like, ew.
Eric like slowly steps up and like walks over to the bed. He's like, "That's mine.
Well,
Get
I
off.
got to it first.
Get off."
No.
Eric grabs her ankles and like tries to like pull her
Oh
off.
my god!
Roll strength.
Hold on. Can I roll deck?
Shit on the bed so no one wants it.
What the hell? Why are people fighting? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I will bring out my dagger and stab y'all. What the?
Eric's like, "That's my bed," and he's like yanking you.
No, I want this bed. I got to it, fair and square.
He starts pulling you and you grip on the pelt, but you go whoop off the bed and you drag the pelts with you. And just as you do that, you drag Pip off the bed too, and his jaws go on your hand.
Oh my god, I'm gonna kick y'all's ass.
Eric like crawls on and sits back. Got his arm behind his head. Yeah.
Pip lets go of neighbors, and that's when he jumps back on the bed.
Why can't I have the bed? I got to it first.
So I'm scoffing at all these stupid mortals.
Eric's smiling at Pip and he's like, "You can stay on with me, boy." Pats the other side of the double bed next to him.
Pip is cautiously walking around you, then walks in a circle and just plops himself down.
I wanted to throw something at him, but forget it.
Well, you can throw something. He's got his eyes closed on behind his back.
Fine, I'm gonna throw something at him. What's around me? I don't even know.
What is around you beside the beds are cabinets with vases.
Okay, I'm gonna pick up a mix.
Oh my god.
She's angry!
Delmuth, mind you, is still at the door.
Okay, fine. So she starts to, like, get ready to throw it,
And she goes,
and she just kind of slowly puts it down, and then grabs a pillow and throws it.
Delmuth just shakes her head. I am babysitting children. And she walks out, she walks away from the doorway.
No, you're not babysitting anyone, honey.
She's gone.
Okay, well, this is going great, Eric. I'm trying to seduce this freaking hot girl. You just fucking...
Eric putting his finger up.
Damn it.
As this is happening, we'll
No,
focus
Navis
now.
is storming out. I wasn't done. Navis is stormed out.
Okay. Navis is stormed out. Okay, so as that is unfolding, we'll now focus on Brim. And this is Brim's scene, so Emily, you do speak a little bit. You don't speak quietly, but Skype is a bastard and does make your mic really quiet, so when they speak over you, I can't fucking hear what you're saying.
Alright, everyone be quiet.
Alright, I'll get extra close to my laptop.
I don't know why the guard's still there. Get out of here.
Yeah, come on, Aardvark. I'm trying to get some pussy here.
You end up sneaking back to the baths, going not through the lobby that you originally went through to see the Dark Elf. You climb over the fucking wall. You plop yourself into a bush and just slowly sneak back into the water in the far-off bath that you were in originally. And you see your human form return back.
I'm just sitting in the pool and I'm like, oh, Karina!
Oh.
Come here, I have a little present for you. Well, not little.
Wait, if he had that drink... Wait. If he had that drink and everything makes him calm, would that mean he has trouble getting it off?
Oh no, he has whiskey dick.
Oh.
Because, like, the water makes you the healthiest you've ever been. It, like, makes his dick the healthiest it's ever been. So,
Oh,
like,
that's a good point.
You start calling out to her. You see the silhouette of a woman from the candlelight just beyond the basket-woven wall, and you see her slowly walk out, a towel around her. She's shocked to hear you come through quietly. Oh, you're like a rogue, Dissa. That's when she, like, walks over and plops herself down next to the bath.
And I'm like, hey, girl, you don't need that towel wrapped around you. It's all good here.
Oh, do you want me to go au naturel, sir?
That would be lovely. I mean, after all, I am, so it would only be fair.
She closes her eyes and brushes her hair to the side of her shoulder, letting her towel just drop.
Oh, Grim, you lucky boy.
You see, unlike when she was in that beautiful white silk dress, when she's bare, you notice all these elven markings sculpted into her skin.
Bark.
This is scarification, and they are beautifully designed. Going down all her arm, going down her ribcage, around her thighs, she is decorated. I will have to warn you, Dissa. I cannot spend as much time with you tonight as my duties do call in the morning. She gently rests her hand on your cheek. My lady has informed me you and your teammates are claiming new armor come tomorrow's sun, correct?
Yes. How did you know about that? Why does that matter to you, rather?
Well, I am the blacksmith,
Oh my god.
and I do take my craft very seriously.
Oh my god.
My eyes widen a lot, and I'm like, oh, I didn't know that.
Let her
I
get
don't-
some more accurate measurements.
well, I mean, they won't be so accurate come tomorrow. Oh god. I kind of, like, clam up. I don't really know how to, like...
See, I was giving a saucy suggestion, but you completely shot me down.
Well, I'm nervous right now. She doesn't know that I'm an imp.
That's true.
Maybe you should inform her of that.
No.
We're gonna leave tomorrow.
I try and shake it off, and I'm like, well, let's not worry about tomorrow. Let's just, focus on you and me right now. I do, like, a little finger point between us.
Her lip curls. Okay, then. You know, I never did get your name originally. You've been simply a playful mystery. We're alone, and we have this time to get to know one another a bit better. She leans down now, face level with you, her emerald eyes staring into yours. I'd love to know the name of the man that I've assisted today, and the man I may potentially give my art to.
Ooh.
Oh, man. Again, I'm, like, looking around, kind of, like, nervous. I don't want to
Looking
give
for
her...
help?
I don't want to give her, like, the name that, like, my demon name. I'm just like, Raphael.
I was gonna say, do you need
Raphael?
a
Yeah.
wingman from the bushes?
How do you spell that?
It felt like Raphael, almost. My name's, Raphael.
Raphael. Very strong name.
I like that. I mean,
I like it.
I like that.
A strong name for a strong man. Wink, wink.
And that's when she just elegantly climbs in the bath with you.
Oh my god.
Oh, get it, Rim.
Oh
Make it
shit.
How big are her titties?
We're asking the important question.
This is me to the DM. This isn't. I'm not asking her.
He's just like, so how big are them titties?
She's like, can't you see?
Um,
Roll for perception.
Yeah, can I roll perception on her?
I'd say so.
if you
I
want.
don't stop you from rolling perception on anything.
Ah! 2? They were too beautiful, they blinded me.
To you, Brim, you see mist. You barely can see anything.
Be careful, they might bite your hands off.
Can I like crane my neck a little bit, like crane around to see if I can like get a better look at them, you know?
Are you getting closer to her?
A little bit.
Okay.
Hold on for a moment, lady. I'm just gonna scope your tits.
I gotta make a decision before I go all out, you know?
You do lean off to the edge of the pool and get a little bit closer to her. How tall is Brim, human?
He's like probably like 5'9", 5'10".
5'9"? She's like roughly 5'7", 5'6".
Not too much of a difference.
She's not like an average elf where elves usually tower over people. She's like a little bit of a runt.
She's a petite elf.
Yeah. But she looks up at you as you stand over her. Her pale cheeks gain a nice pink color.
Oh my god. I'm kind of just like staring in awe a little bit.
Don't
with a
blue
little
ball
smirk
on
on my
us now.
face. And I'm like, beautiful.
Proud of you, boy.
This is an interaction. She pushes her blonde hair out of her face and just like gently grazing her hand down your chest to feel your necklace.
I kind of like perk up a bit as she like brings her hand down.
You wear the necklace of an imp, destroying such a creature, and then taking what belongs to you. I've never really met many heroes.
Oh god. I kind of just like look off to the side and I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't really say it was righteous, but, and I kind of trail off.
At this point, she does get a little bit closer now, and her arms moving away from your necklace, wrapping around you, and you kind of feel her bosom go like whoop.
Oh, damn.
Oh dear!
What? Her what goes whoop?
Bosom.
Doesn't...
Whoop?
Oh dear!
Tell me, what does a bosom do to go whoop?
I mean, it wouldn't be nice.
I was bosom to go whoop.
She like bounces and like smacks him in the face with like her titties.
Yeah, that's exactly what I imagined. Like, they just kind of have a mind of their own. They go whoop and like smack up his chin, like uppercut over something.
Oh. Her bosom press up against your chest now.
I'm sorry. I got tickled. Let's laugh again. Okay.
I mean, would you prefer me to narrate the smut instead?
Just don't say things like whoop.
Um, Well, enough talk of the past. I suppose we should get tonight underway before our time is cut short. Yes?
Yes, get to the fucking, please.
She's in a hurry.
Wait,
She's a busy lady.
She's got work in the morning.
I like put my hands like on her waist, you know, bring her down a little bit, and I'm like, that would be lovely.
Yes! You
Yeah.
are some fug.
You both sink into the pool, and
Drown.
Jack, no!
she leans forward and just kisses your nose and just goes down to your lips.
And then I'm presuming they fuck.
Like
Do you have to roll a performance?
Yeah, roll for performance.
Yeah, do it.
Yeah,
Well,
roll
Don't
for
ruin
it.
it.
Hold on, wait, I gotta see if I have any.
Yes.
What's,
Yeah, check those modifiers.
I have 3.
let's just see. If it's low, then don't.
It
They
was like a mediocre. It was like okay.
As time progresses, you are gradually embracing one another.
Oh my god.
I'm so proud of my boy.
Do I get marks after?
Yeah, did he get any hickeys?
Or any like scratch marks or anything?
Ooh.
Maybe you left a few marks on her,
Oh.
and she
oh.
left a few on you.
In this Christian Minecraft server?
Okay. After you finish embracing one another, do you then get up and leave, or do you wait for her to leave, or do you stay?
I'll stay.
Do
I'll
it
stay
again.
for a while, maybe potential round 2. You never know.
My goodness.
Cuddling.
Alright, so once a few minutes pass by, roughly 30, you lay in the bath, sort of tired, but you now sit there together, cuddling.
Bliss.
And I'm like, oh man.
Oh shit.
I've never fucked an angel before, but I imagine it feels something like that.
I will never forget this night, I hope you know this.
I laugh kind of nervously. And I'm like, oh, me neither. Me neither. I shake my head.
I will do a meanwhile instance. You're staying there then, Brim.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Meanwhile, Nabus, you did leave the bedding quarters.
Uh-huh.
You see Delmove is talking to Grindel before she parts ways from him, as he is keeping himself to himself. He has a book out now, just like reading through it.
Is it too late to spy on them?
It is too late to spy on them.
Oh.
They are just finishing up the conversation. They bid their farewells, only you hearing goodbye in Elven.
They don't know each other, right? Like they don't have past relations?
No.
Oh, okay.
I'm getting my snacks, don't mind me.
Reginald just walks back inside.
I'm just getting some snacks.
She's like eating popcorn on top of the like spa fence, just like watching Bremen.
It's like I'm just having a good time, okay?
You're like dinner on a show, and it's free.
The episode airs and it's like 18 plus.
Polite warning, there's some like really sensual, not safe for work. You put the pootin' into her hootenanny.
You look over to Delmuth as you see Grindel is pulling out a book now to mind his own business and take up a good read. And you see Delmuth puts her hand behind her neck, just cricking her neck a bit, and looks behind her. Can I help you anything, Navis?
No. I just kind of wanted to walk around.
Very well. I'll be retreating to the baths.
I kind of need to go back to the spa, have some peace. It's hard to have peace around, those 2, 3.
Well, I'm sure maybe an hour or 2 in the baths would do you some good. You look kind of stressed, and with how that, no offense, but man-child ripped you off the bed, you do need a good soaking.
Usually I would like that, but I didn't like it in that sense. So,
R.I.P.
I guess I'll join you.
You follow her lead. So, you are taken to this one. So,
This one.
just a fair warning, Brim is still in the baths.
Oh.
You are far
Cummies
enough.
are everywhere.
You won't be able to hear him, as he won't be able to hear you, so you two can't, mingle and disturb your own scenes, so it's a safe zone.
We're in the safe zone.
You are led to the changing rooms. She wraps herself in a towel, you following shortly after. You see, this one you didn't really spot initially when you were babysitting the rest of your team. It was quite well hidden among the foliage and beautiful exotic plants, and Delmuth just has to simply brush them aside, and you are greeted with her own private bath that you are oddly getting VIP access to.
Oh! Is it fancier? How much?
Its stone is very beautifully sculpted, with runes and all in it.
Huh.
She walks down the steps after removing the towel, and just sinks down, just relaxing, having her own tray on the side, ready for her whenever she is to bathe in here. And she refills her pipe and lights it again.
Is that my cue?
Yes.
Oh.
Hey, baby, how are you doing today?
I guess she's kind of like, so, how long has this little village been here? Because I've never heard about it. And it seemed kind of hidden away, so.
Are you in the bath, or are you just standing there?
Oh no, I got in.
Okay.
She's like, I'm just waiting. I'm just baiting my time.
She got in.
Okay. And so she looks to you after exhaling her smoke. Sentries. I'd say this village has stood here a lot longer than I have even been on this plane of existence. On the topic of this place being perfectly hidden, well, I like to keep it that way, as well as it seems to be a natural defense for us. A magical essence in the air, I guess you could say. But, just like you lot, we do get a few stragglers finding us, and depending on your character, if I like you or not, I let you in, or I make you leave.
Well, I'm guessing you liked what you see, because here. and I'm in, Hot Springs with you.
I was on the fence after you threatening my men, but yes, here
I
you
didn't threaten anyone.
are.
It was the tiny little yellow man that we had.
Regardless.
I was trying to be professional and civil and, all that. Pats my own back,
So what is your plan?
Well, I guess just stick with them. Whatever their plan is, as long as it's not going to get me killed.
That's funny you say that because their antics are very questionable.
Well, I mean, most people's are, like, nowadays. I mean, people could look at your situation and think the same thing.
Oh yes, most people do not trust me if they are not of the same race. I am quite distant.
I mean, I understand that, being a tiefling. Oh, we went over this already, I think.
We talked about this already.
Yeah, we did talk about this. Thanks, Reginald. Get off the fence.
I do what I want.
Oh my,
Can I throw some popcorn at her?
oh my god, you're throwing popcorn.
She grabs a rock and throws it at your fucking head.
And he falls over the other side. Curse you!
He's defeated.
I do not trust that skeleton man.
Yeah, I don't really either, but, he hasn't done anything to me except for annoy me, so I can't really, be rid of him or anything.
Fair dues.
Well, I don't know. He does have a little cult thing going on, but they don't really do much. They're losing faith in him, all that.
She kinda eyes you up a bit after you mention that, and her eyes sharpen, puts the pipe slowly back in her mouth, puff puff. He has a cult.
Well, I guess it's something like that. I honestly, I see it as just a few dumb people following the Looney Man.
Right here, in my village.
Can I still hear them?
Yes.
I feel like he's like peeking over the fence, but he's like his jaws like just gaping like the treachery and betrayal. How dare she say these things?
Don't trust no bitch. No, I mean, I really don't think that they're any threat at all. And like
That's
I
what
said,
you think!
listen.
I will
And,
banish him to the infernal plane if he does not leave.
I mean, I would be fine with that.
Sounds nice!
But if he has a cult here or a few followers, even though they're losing faith, I may have to have a word with them.
By all means, have a word with them. Like I said, I'm just following them around because it's a paid job. As long as I'm not gonna get killed by anything, it doesn't matter to me. I'll be honest, it doesn't. They're not my friends.
Well, I'm
Eric's
not
like,
friends with
Eric's
you!
like, Eric wakes up this week like, I've been betrayed.
Yeah, nobody, no.
I sense a disturbance in the force. You see her place her pipe down on her silver tray and splash her face. Her dark skin more clear now, more vibrant. And she grabs her pipe once again and just looks at you. And she goes, well, I hope for the best future for you, neighbors. And whatever may come your way and theirs.
Same to you. I appreciate you letting me, take a bath with you, I guess.
May I ask, with her sitting on the one, how far are you or how close are you to her?
What
would you say your current status is like?
5 feet apart because we're not gay. I'm just kidding. We are so gay. I guess I would imagine that Navis, because she's so withdrawn and stuff, she's not really close to her. She's about let's say 3 feet away.
Mm-hmm.
And she's just kind of chilling with her arms laid back, kind of propped up on the floor behind her as she's in the sauna thing, whatever.
Silence sweeps over you for a few minutes as you just bathe and relax, maybe soaking your hair here and there. And that's when Delmuth glances at you, and she notices how you look around your environment and how distant you were. And she's going to make a check.
Oh, wait, do I roll against it? I just hide.
Sit there and prepare to be checked out.
Just punch your eyes out.
What is she to see? I'm scared.
She's gotta see for your bullshit, bitch.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. She's bullshitting a lot.
Oh, shit.
Natural 20.
Oh my god!
Yes.
You hid nothing.
Wow,
She
she
knows.
saw right through me.
Oh my god.
She can see that you haven't shaved your.
You haven't shaved your legs. You can most certainly try to deceive her. Her hand is holding her pipe in her mouth, and by the look in her pale eyes, you don't see a pupil, you don't see an iris, they're just white.
Yeah.
But what you can gather is she's studying you.
You know, Navis doesn't like people doing that. So she does get, like, a little uncomfortable. I guess she could try to deceive. I guess that would be in her character to try to deceive and put on, like, a front. Like, either look away or act, you know, like she's not nervous or something. So I guess I'll roll. Yeah, 14 doesn't really do much.
Describe what you do.
Okay, so Navis, like, catches, you know, the look. And obviously, like, she glances at her. And that's probably caught. But, like, she glances at her, and then she looks away. And, you know, maybe Navis, like, changes her position a little bit. And, like, kind of crosses her arms or whatever. And then looks to her forward. Yeah, I don't know. Crap, I didn't think of what to say. No, she just does that. Let's just say that. Like, she just kind of changes her position. She doesn't seem more open.
Delmuth remains silent, and then she removes her pipe from her mouth. Nabis, the look in your eyes, the look in your face, your body language. What makes you so distant? Are you one for taking risks, or are you content staying in your safety net?
I'm not really sure what you're on about. I just keep to myself. And the whole risk thing, I mean, I've made plenty of risk in my life, but it's just, there's not a lot of risk, I think, that are worth taking so much. Being a rogue, I mean, your life is about risk, but it's not about, you know, being stupid. So, like, in that moment, Navis is kind of, like, taking her really literal.
She squints at Nabis and scoots a bit closer, so you won't mind if I got closer.
What the fuck? Okay.
As a rogue, I understand you're supposed to be very on guard, but are you distant because you're scared of trusting? Because someone may stab you in the back?
Just like you did with me, bitch.
You're not here, you don't know. You don't know nothing. This kind of makes Navis, like, really tense, but because she's, like, super stubborn and wants to give that facade that she's not tense and that she is, like, ready for whatever, she kind of stays put. But she is really tense, like, just in her body language and stuff. She doesn't really know what to say at first, and she's kind of, like, squints, like, skeptical, like, you know, what are you on about? Like, what are you about to stab me? Wouldn't it be rational to be a little bit wary about being stabbed in the back? Anyone can do it.
Yes, but isn't that the whole point of life? You take risks and close in that distance, putting no trust in others, then is that really living? You're living in a safety blanket where you do not want to take any risks. But what do you really learn not taking any risks?
I've learned my fair share. Trust me.
And what are those fair share of lessons you have learned?
Well, I've learned that I don't have anyone else but myself. And that's all I need. And she kind of, Navis at this point, she kind of cracks a little bit and she, like, looks away. Like, kind of cowardly, I guess.
Eric feels right now. Eric feels.
Eric feels.
Oof.
I gotta stand by the door real quick because my mom's gonna feed a fox.
British people just have foxes over there?
Oh yeah, they're just like,
running
you literally like lie down and all you hear is ah, ah.
Same.
We have coyotes here.
Yeah, it's foxes for us. They're just everywhere. They're just little shits.
We have horrible demons that prowl the woods if you go out too far.
Cora!
Y'all, I'm pretty sure I've told the story before of, like, how, like, when I was out walking in the woods out by my house, I heard somebody calling for me, and it sounded like my sister, but it turns out nobody was there.
That's fucked up. That's like trying to seduce you to like, Cora.
No, it was like, no, come here, come look at this thing I found. And I was like, bitch ass, I'm up here on this ledge. What do you want me to do? And then I went home and my sister was there and she's like, hey, what are you doing? I was like, what the fuck did you want? And she was like, huh?
That's spooky.
The woods, like, where I live, like, back home, they're haunted.
I love that haunted shit though.
People have died in there.
What? How did they die?
Well, who wants to hear the story of my Uncle Chris?
Oh god. Is this a
Did he
sensitive one?
die?
Yes.
My God, Cora.
Jesus Christ.
And, like, that's, like, it wasn't even that far from my house. Like, my dad was like, oh, yeah, so this is the cliff where, Uncle Chris died. And I was like, oh, okay.
I'm scarred for life.
Thanks, Dad.
I come back to saying, and he's dead.
Their dead uncle. What am I saying?
Oh, yeah, shit.
Yeah, that one. Storytime intermission is over.
My facade is breaking.
You hear her sigh before you see her hand extend to you with her pipe. I have lived many years, Nabis. You are still very young. I would advise you to maybe consider taking a few more risks in your life. You may have a little bit of burst of energy when that risk pays off and isn't always rewarding you with negativity.
After not looking, she kind of like glances back, and she has like more trusting eyes now, and she's kind of like, you seem like you want to propose a risk to me or something.
Something like that. And she kind of shakes her pipe a bit, offering it you.
She's not even noticing. Her eyes kind of like blink for a second, and she takes the pipe and she hits it. She's guessing that it's fine because, you know, Delmuth has been using this the entire time. She's not scared that she's gonna be like poisoned or anything.
Dead.
At least that's my logic right now. Please don't kill me.
She smiles and she gets up from her pool, the glowing water dripping off her bare body. She wrapped herself in a towel and glanced back at you over her shoulder. If you wish to proceed to explore my village, you're more than welcome, but I advise you to rest up. She walks off and she continues to get changed in the dressing room. So, Brim, you are still in the springs. As you are relaxing there with your beautiful maiden, you do glance over and see Nabis and Delmuth leaving the bath through the building. You never notice them enter, and they don't notice you.
How nice.
I guess I kind of chuckle to myself and I like point to them. I'm like, I guess we're not the only ones.
Look at those nerds.
I guess we're not the only one.
The elven woman known as Karina, her ears perking up as she notices Delmuth leave, and she is met with shock. Oh my.
Oh, what does Delmuth not get so much pussy?
Delmuth is a rather strict woman, not letting many people close. I've heard she is very passionate when she does.
I'm so scared that she's just gonna like turn on me, and I'm like, nah, please don't do it. I love you.
And I kind of ponder for a moment. She sure as hell never opens up to any of us.
Yes. I think it's mainly... Delmuth usually avoids outsiders. She doesn't really trust them that well, unless you gain her trust.
Interesting. Well, I'm glad you're a lot more open than she is.
I don't get to meet very interesting people. I'm usually locked in my smithing room, making swords and armor all day.
So are you like a part-time assistant in the springs then?
Part-time, yes. I come here to relax and meet people. You don't see it now, but she looks at her hands. These hands are not that beautiful outside the pool.
Really? I'm sure anything on you looks beautiful.
Smooth.
Aww.
Smooth
She
motherfucker.
puts her hand on her cheek, just smiling and blushing, feeling so flattered. She goes, thank you.
Even these scars. And I like caress them. I caress them a little bit. And I'm like, what are these from, if you don't mind me asking?
Oh, these are coming of age scars. I've had an addition added every 100 years.
Who adds them for you? Do you get them done here in the village?
My first one, and she points to her shoulder, and it's a lily. I got this on my 20th birthday, and this was outside of this village. The rest of these, however, were in this village, and they were given to me by an elf that no longer works here.
What was their name?
Their name was Nella Vidar.
That sounds familiar.
Doesn't it?
That does sound.
It really does. Wait, how is it familiar? Damn. Am I stupid?
I'll let you answer that.
Hold on, I've heard that name.
You have.
Nerida?
No.
Do we have a crossover?
Oh,
It's a reference.
It's dropping a
Throne.
reference. First campaign?
Yep.
no, I thought it was for the 6th campaign.
Setup point.
Do you want me to give you a hint?
Yeah, I forgot.
Emerald.
Oh. Oh.
What? What?
Oh my god!
Nelly!
Throne.
Like, hey, did your elf man by any chance turn into a terrifying fucking dragon?
Yeah, he was terrible.
Well, he's not a problem anymore.
Yeah, he's
Sure.
dead. He almost killed me though. He took my nipple.
Oh my
But
god.
yeah, that's a reference to Nelly.
I knew it sounded familiar.
Okay, I asked why he left, though.
He got tired of this life in the village and he wanted to explore. See, he was a magic caster and he wanted to expand his knowledge. He read every book in this village, and so the ordering of new books took days, months, depending on which book he required, so he upped and left. Delmuth advised him not to, as it would be dangerous, but he didn't listen. He was a rather stubborn sun elf.
I kind of, like, look pensive, though, as she, like, mentions this dude. And I'm just, like, a magic user. And it seems like I am thinking really hard, but, like, I don't put anything together. I just let it slide for now.
Why do you ask? Would you wish to get some scars like these?
Well, I mean, it depends. How much do they hurt?
Well, it doesn't hurt that much. Just think of it as someone driving a nail in your skin for countless hours, like a tattoo, I suppose.
Oh,
but
God.
you get used to it after a while.
So that's
I
what
think
she's
I would
into.
try it, but, I mean, one tattoo would probably, like, fit across my entire body. Oh, and then I just stop myself mid-sentence.
She perks up. Your entire what?
No, nothing. My entire, bicep.
Your bicep.
Bicep.
Yeah, I'm just talking to myself, don't worry about it.
And she tilts her head a bit, one ear lowering and the other one perking up.
And I laugh nervously. I'm like, yeah, my biceps aren't that big.
She investigates them, holds your arm and squishes your bicep. You may have a point.
And kind of sigh and lean back, like, oh god.
That was a close one. Maybe if you ever wish to return to this village in the future after your adventure, and she winks at you, I may have taken up the skill, and I could provide you with one.
I smile at her very slightly and bat my eyelashes at her. It would be an honor from you.
And she blushes, but then she looks at the sky. The moon is getting a bit lower now, and with that she does stand up and leans forward, kissing you on the forehead. This night is a night I'll never forget, and I am truly thankful, Thor.
Can I pull her down and give her an actual kiss on the lips before she goes?
You indeed
Are
can.
you in love, Bryn?
Maybe it's just the drink kicking in.
You pull her down, catching her off guard a bit, but you kiss her on the lips, and she pulls back, her face going red, but she smiles bashfully. And she goes, "You're a wild one."
I just give her a little wink, and I'm like, "Sweet dreams, Karina."
As to you, good night. And she gets up, wrapping the towel around her, and you watch as she leaves, going back into the dressing room. She bids you a little wave before you can no longer see her. You're not alone, boy, you're alone.
You're alone with your cummies.
What?
Your comments just floating in the water.
You're
They're having a good time.
Oh dear.
Let them swim around for the few minutes that they have left before they all die.
before they all die. Wow, Daddy. This is great. And then they're roasting alive.
God.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, my potential children.
I shed a single tear for them as they scream
Press F.
agony.
Press F for
Oh my god.
Forward out for my homies.
Oh my god. Sorry, I ruined everything with Camus. Okay.
I am now deceased, thank you.
Reginald, are you still there?
Probably.
He's still in the bush.
But what do you do? Do you crawl out? Do you like sit there for a bit?
You know that thing, like, you lean your face on your hand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's, like, probably just doing that and, like, looking in her general direction as she leaves. He's probably gonna hang out for a little bit.
He's dreaming about her.
Yeah.
I mean, Reginald can always just, like, appear back inside and be like, well, you look like you've been having fun.
At this point, Dalmuth and Navis were leaving the building. Karina doing her best to avoid her boss, basically. At this point, Reginald, you are back at the bedding area and outside. Grindel's no longer outside reading his book. He has vanished to somewhere else. And so you are standing outside with the few human followers that have survived the cataclysm that was your camp being destroyed.
There are so few of us now compared to the market. What would you have us do?
We wait.
Wait.
Yes.
Wait for what?
Wait until I come up with a better idea.
My lord, if you wish, if I speak up. If you wish, my great one, we can try to restore you back to your former glory while we stay here.
You've caught my
glory.
interest. Continue.
Well, we were listening in on a few of the elven residents and guardsmen, and they said you were restored to your former glory with flesh and all. Maybe we could, the few magic wielders here, we could steal it and grant you back your form forever instead of painlessly going for diamonds.
Why am I making him more and more like a fucking gremlin?
I don't know.
Like eagle.
Like
Hunchback, like
hunched over guy. He's like,
Bloody eagle.
Okay.
Back not the dam.
thanks, Igor. You don't think I wasn't already thinking about this?
Well, you do have to leave tomorrow. What about us? We stay here, and we further our progress.
I don't know if I trust you all with such a task.
We are your loyal followers.
I know, but you haven't done anything very loyal nor smart.
What the fuck are we supposed to do?
Take my verbal abuse. Fine. I will leave you then to do other research and work with the elements that are within this place.
Perhaps we can maybe hold a few of the residents here to convert. Yes?
Who wouldn't want to?
Well, the elven people here are kind of sheepish.
Nothing the word of the deep ones won't fix. After all, what moron mortal isn't within complete fear of the thought of their own demise.
And what if they do not want to convert? What then? Shall we
Kill them.
Well, I wasn't going to say that, but that too, I suppose.
We'll use that as a last measure.
When you say that, you hear it.
Hello!
There's Delmuth holding her arms.
Hi!
Is Mavis there?
You just catch up and you see Delmuth giving him like a death glare.
Evening, my
Oh,
lady.
wait. Okay, Mavis just kind of stands there for a second, and she's like, "Where did your accent go?" You know?
My throat hurts and I can't make a funny accent.
No, it's okay. I thought it was canon. I thought maybe the accent was like something that he just did.
It is canon.
Okay.
Don't milady me, skeleton.
Would you prefer a different title then?
I prefer you not to plot and scheme within my home.
What plotting? What scheming?
She approaches you.
You have no proof.
Do my ears lie to me that I did not hear you say, as a last resort, will you kill my people?
Yes.
Deception.
Yes.
Yes, you're deaf.
That's his only argument.
A 12.
Her brows frown as her nose scrunches up, her lips pucker. Do you speak to all people with that tone? Even the ones that could potentially end that little magic that is keeping you alive?
I fear no more.
I am no mortal.
Get him, get him, get him. My response is gonna be good for you.
Holy crap. You're
you
dead,
stand
mate.
here before me, my lady, a being of flesh. Am I not correct in saying that?
But this being of flesh has held itself for many, many years.
Well, so have I, your point.
You know, special, Skullboy.
Better watch it, Skullboy.
Look out, Skullboy.
How about this? Reginald, was it?
I'll allow you to use my first name, milady.
Of course, I'd rather address you to call you scum, but we'll keep on more polite terms. She steps closer to you, her hands together. If you wish to cause any muck-up in my village, if you wish to vouch for your people when they cause a muck-up, how about this I propose? We fight. If you want to start shit, I will happily start shit.
Navis is turned on again.
He leans a bit forward, now like really in your skull face. You may be of bone, and you may be walking among us, but the grave will drag you back. The grave will be your domain.
Oops, I've stopped listening. Anyways, are we almost done here?
She smirks. Make a strength check.
Oh shit.
Oh.
Oh no. A 7.
And she got an 8.
Hurt me real good, lady.
You say that, and she just shakes her head, puckering her lips more like, okay, if you won't listen that way. And she grabs your head and rips it from your neck.
Rude.
And the people are just like, oh, you dare! Hold the shush! She holds your head up high with her one arm behind her back. Perhaps you'll listen to me this way then, skeleton.
Navis is so entertained.
You stand on my ground. You talk to me in such a disrespectful manner. You are in my home. If you wish to cause a muck, I will not hesitate to fight. It will give me an excuse to put you in the ground. Do you understand that?
Yes, milady. I ever pseudo-understand.
Fight, fight, fight.
She turns to your body. Do you really deserve this head back on your shoulders?
I'd prefer it.
Are you gonna cause a muck?
Why no? Why would I ever do something like that?
She glares at you. I'm watching you. She puts his head back on your neck. The rest of you, go.
Wait, hold on. I have to draw Navis' reaction.
Am I allowed to turn to my followers and wave them away back to their ways?
Yes.
I wave them back.
Why didn't you fight her?
Binge, I
I didn't feel like it. I've got better things to worry about.
The followers of yours do back up. They bid you a good night and just retreat, leaving you alone as Delmuth now leaves your side.
I turn with a dramatic swish of my cloak and bring myself back towards the quarters where we're staying.
Deathbringer rise up from her sleep.
I can assure that I am not happy. Deathbringer. She ripped my head off.
How humiliating.
Oh.
My ego.
Poor Reginald.
Angry, embarrassed. He will plot.
No plotting.
We'll plot. We'll bring down.
No, you're gonna get kicked out.
That's okay. We can't get kicked out if it's on fire.
Can I get my potential girlfriend out
This is
first?
Navis' face, like 75.
You may have.
I want to go back to Percy. At least Percy understood.
Navis is like really excited, but also kind of like, I didn't know he was scheming like that. I really thought they were innocent, and I still think there's, too, loopy to do anything. But I understand your concern, and that was amazing. I'm in full support.
You gotta knock the ones with the highest egos down a few pegs to make them grovel.
She's like, well, right on, girl. And they go to her dorm.
So all of you have now gone into the bedstead. Reginald has retreated back to the bed with Deathbringer by his side. Princey is curled up with Eric, his big floppy face just resting on his neck. Pip is curled up at the bottom of the bed, but he's not asleep, he's like waiting.
Can I go sleep in the same bed as Eric?
Oh my god, yeah.
Since Pip is already in there.
Yeah, the little imp, now dried off, sneaks back into the room, and you see Pip's head just perk up as you crawl in the bed with Eric, and Pip just like snuggles close to you.
Am I still being consoled by the possum?
Yes, you are. The possum is being your therapist.
He's just like fucking bitch. He's like completely like turned away from them.
Would you like to join us?
Yeah,
Yeah, come join. Eric's gonna wake up and be like, bitch, get out of my bed. Like, everyone's in the bed with him.
Reginald needs moral support right now. He should join.
He's like holding the possum and like talking to the possum.
Well, Eric's asleep, so you can just fucking...
Can I, like, hear, like, Reginald crying?
Yes. Loud and clear.
Get him to join.
Can I, like, poke my head in and be like, hey, what's going on here?
He like looks up and like turns towards you. What?
You're crying. Are you okay?
I am fine. My ego is merely bruised.
You want to join us in bed?
You receive a blank look from the skeleton.
We have a dog. He's very fluffy.
Dog's two bones.
Oh. That's right.
Oh, that's
I'll
right.
chew your bone.
He says that as the
Okay.
possum is chewing on his fucking horn.
What do you think, Deathbringer? What do you think?
What does
I
that
don't
mean?
know if that was a yes or a no.
She got angry eyebrows.
She always looks angry. She's a possum.
She's first clinging onto the horn, screaming. She jumps off, screaming at Brim, just like...
Like, in offense.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I will be staying here then.
I take a step towards fucking Deathbringer and I'm like, come on, don't you want to stay with the...
Oh no! His voice! Just his voice coming out of, like, that image.
Just come here.
Got a 6.
You approach, and she just...
Continues to scream.
Here, I look over and I sigh before snapping my fingers for the Deathbringer to come back.
She comes back.
And then I look over...
She gets very angry.
I look over to you again, Reginald, and I make, like, the biggest puppy eyes I can with my weird imp eyes. And I'm like, please?
Don't do that, it frightens me.
I tried.
I will sigh, and I will pick up the angry possum, and I will reluctantly go over to Brim.
Yes! Just keep the possum on the other end of the bed. I'm kind of scared. Wait,
The
why?
possum will do what I say, and the possum stays with me.
Why is the possum mad at me? I summoned you, my friend, with my
I
trinket.
don't know.
It's the opposite effect. Like, now all rodents hate you.
Oh yeah, maybe it like hates me now.
A negative
Like,
effect.
No, they've been charmed.
Well, if I am holding the possum will not harm you.
okay.
I love how Eric's like passed out. He doesn't have no clue that everyone's like coming into his bed. He wakes up and it's like,
Can I point at Eric and ask if he's dead?
I guess you did, technically.
Is this one dead?
I mean, we can like stab him and find out.
Eh. Can I drop Deathbringer on him?
Princey shoots his head up, and all you hear is...
Oh my god.
I recoil and hold the possum back safely.
Is the possum frightened by that?
Possum doesn't give a shit.
Yep, he's fast asleep, and the dog's growling.
Brim, no, Brim.
Oh god.
Would you look at that? He's already dreaming about you.
Well, I guess I'm just that irresistible.
Sure.
Brim, put down the knife.
So do you all sleep in the same bed?
Without Eric's knowledge, yes.
I sigh and hug the possum and wrap myself in my cloak.
He fought for this bed.
Can I train Pip a little bit before I go to sleep?
Yeah, sure.
He was working on flying, right?
He was, yes, and if I recall, if you look at his sheet, it should show his percentage.
Oh, Brim, can we train our pets together?
Yeah, oh, we can. He's at 30% flying right now. Reginald, you want to train too right now?
Well, I don't know what the possum can do. Can I teach the possum how to do backflip?
You're just laying there talking about what tricks you can learn your pet, and then, you know, you look at your chubby, bubby possum, and maybe she can do a backflip.
Come on! Flip! Come on! I like gently like pick her up and like flip her over.
She's like, flop.
See, she did it.
I want you both to roll a d20.
With animal handling?
Yes.
And 13.
You get up from the bed, as you do need to give him the push up to flap his wings, and so you do get up, hold your little baby boy in the air, and watch his like wings flap aggressively. Reginald, you get up from the bed and you try to make your possum do a backflip, and she goes on the floor.
Oh, she's not very good at this.
Maybe try something else.
Can I like snap one of my finger bones off and be like, go fetch?
Sure.
Eh.
I'm gonna have her roll.
I just love the idea of them training their animals while Eric is snoring his ass off in the background.
Dead.
She looks at your finger, and her eyes like wide, and you throw it, and just like that, her claws go. She rushes for it.
Does not Eric hear this shit? He's like...
I think he's too drunk and like
Make a wisdom with disadvantage.
Okay.
Brim, you see Pip lift up a bit, and he's hovering, and he's not keeping a stable flow with his wings. One is moving out of sync with the other, but he keeps himself up for a bit before moving to the door and just clinging onto the doorway. You do not wake up. Maybe like a little stir, but yeah, you're knocked out.
I fucking head, yeah, you fucking dickhead, put the knife down.
He does me a concern.
She has brought back a finger, and she doesn't want to let it go when you try to take it from her.
No, here, Deathbringer. Oh my god.
Is that Eric?
No, that was her.
Oh.
What's Deathbringer?
So
I'm gonna have to roll to get my finger back.
Strength against the possum.
Okay, oh, come on.
Nah, she lets it go, because she has -4 in strength.
Put it back on.
Let's update Pip a little bit, because he did fly.
Yeah, boy.
And he's clinging onto the door right now, and he doesn't know how to get down.
This possum is only good for one thing. Crying into.
There you go. He's got 40% now.
Okay.
I suppose it can be counted as an emotional support animal.
So, you train your pets, and maybe lay back down. Deathbringer, now fast asleep. Pip is curled up on you, Brim, kind of like a cat, how they keep you hostage. Navis, unaware of what antics you're causing in that room. And during the night, the wind just blowing gently through the cracks.
Ow.
Eric smacks his head off the fucking wind.
Eric falls off the bed.
Can we take his spot?
Princey kicked him off the bed.
That's my spot.
Well, it's my spot now.
Don't let him swing the dog off the bed like he did Nathan.
A wind whistling gently through the cracks of the wooden building, the shutters of the windows just slightly rattling. The snow continued to fall from the sky, but not as aggressive. It was like a light flutter once more. The mist continued to sit at ankle level as the whole residential area was fast asleep. During the middle of the night, with all of you conked out, Reginald in his trance.
Anybody comes in here, I swear I'm a corpse.
I think Eric is a corpse, though. He actually is going now.
Eric, you have slept for quite a bit now, and
I have.
you wake up a bit. Princey does kick you in his sleep, as a big dog would. Slightly dazed, trying to go back to sleep, and as you roll over, you hear something muffled from down the hall in another room.
What?
I
Internal
scream!
song.
I scream! Ah!
Eric gets up, he's like, ice cream. No.
During the remainder of the night, the soft muffles of a music box can be heard. It played before suddenly being silenced with a slight grumble of a muffled voice. A minute passes by. Small footsteps could be heard outside the hall, then the music box starts back up, softly playing its tune. What do you do?
Eric sort of raises himself on his bed. He's a little bit dozed as he's like just woken up. But as he hears the music box, he sort of rubs his face with his hand and slowly gets up. and follows the sound of the music box.
You slowly grab the edge of the door and slide it open. You hear the music box get louder. You turn around, and there you see, with her back against the wall, the little girl. She sits there with her knees close to her chest, staring at the music box as a small bird of paradise gently dances in the middle, and then she closes it. She notices you, and she seems a bit fearful.
I'm sorry, I woke you up too.
No, you didn't. I got woke up by a dog, an imp, and a skeleton.
Oh yeah, that is when you notice they're all in your bed.
Sort of walks up to little Gally. You can't sleep.
Mm-mm.
So Eric sort of plops himself down. He's a little bit, grunts a little bit as he's a bit in pain from having a little bit of a hangover and a punched face. So he sits by her and he's like, "So what's got you troubled, little one?"
I'm just scared. I don't know anyone here, and I go to sleep and I see those monsters. I see Mama. I see Vencom. I see them all. And I don't know what to do.
And she starts tearing up a bit.
Eric sort of like makes a face at the kid at first because he's not used to crying children. So he pinches the bridge of his nose and he's like, "Oh boy, I've got to look after this kid." So he sort of holds his hand out and goes, "Well, let me make an introduction then. My name's Eric. What's yours?"
She looks at you, rubbing her eye.
Evelyn.
Evelyn. That's a pretty name.
My mama named me after a mighty warrior.
Peoria. And who's that?
I don't know. I can't read.
Okay.
Okay, cool.
That's pretty radical.
Still pinching the bridge of his nose. And what about your dad? Where is he?
She sort of looks down, grabs her shirt and like fiddles with it a bit, twisting it between her little fingers.
Mama said Papa died fighting a dragon. He was a knight, and he died fighting a dragon.
A dragon? Eric sort of raises his eyebrow. Well, he's fucking toast, wasn't he?
I don't know, Papa.
So, you're a kid who got no mum, no papa, no. And he sort of groans. He's not good with kids. He goes, fuck.
He just says audibly, fuck.
That's a bad word.
Shut up. You'll learn that word one day. Yeah, Eric sort of chuckles as well and looks nervously at the little girl, but then he sort of puts his arm around her and pulls her close to him.
She kind of flinches at first, but she kind of allows it as she holds her music box close.
And he looks out in the music box and he sort of actually goes, I took that from a castle.
Did?
Yeah. I don't know, maybe it belonged to a dragon slayer? I don't know.
But it would have a dragon in the middle.
I don't know, maybe they didn't want a dragon in the middle. I stole it, I don't know. It's like, is it helping you though?
It's calming me down. I remember seeing these flowers in my mama's garden once. I was really tiny.
What the fuck do you remember that?
She held it to me every day.
Oh. Well, your mama sounds very nice. In the back of his mind, he's like, too bad she was like a corpse.
She looks at Eric.
It helps though. I like it. I really do.
And she smiles, like, tearing up a bit, but she in her eyes, you can see she's still scared, she's still confused about the world around her and what she's gotta do now.
Eric sort of sighs, he's like, a little kid pushed into the world without a parent. It's like, how about you get some sleep? I'll keep watch, make sure there's no scary monsters coming after.
Slowly but surely, you feel her head plop, resting against you.
Can you tell me a story?
Eric pauses and is like, I'm not very good with stories. They always end up with death and How about I sing you a lullaby?
I like that.
Alright, he sort of pauses. So he looks down, he sort of sighs, and he's got his arm around the little girl, pulling her a little bit close. He starts to sing.
Alone she sleeps in the shirt of man, with my 3 wishes clutched in her hand. The first that she be spared the pain that comes from a dark and laughing rain. When she finds love, may it always stay true. This I beg for the second wish I made too. But wish no more, my life you can take, to have her please just one day wake. To have her please just one day wake. To have her please just one day wake.
Amazing.
Oh,
Wow.
Why is Eric not a bard?
Yeah, right?
I like how everyone went dead silent too for that.
Yeah.
You sing this, Eric, to the little girl, and she is lulled into a slow and peaceful sleep, her hands getting lighter as the music box remains on her lap. In the far end of this hall, in the darkness just peeking around the edge, stood Grindel, staring at you as you sang to this little girl.
Bitch is watching.
Oh shit!
Oh, fuck.
He watches you before just slowly backing away.
Get out here, you little sneaky bastard. So Eric, sort of, looks at the little girl and sort of rests his head back and he closes his eyes as well.
I falls asleep right there and then.
He's not, not sleeping. He's sort of, it's like a defeated, sort of feeling sorry for this little kid. Or he feels like he's not gonna just be able to look after her. He's just like, oh.
You finish, you see she's fast asleep and looks very peaceful with you, and you are her comfort in this time of need. Seeing she had no mother, no Van Kelm, only you. Not seeking comfort in the other settlers who, what you gather, maybe told her to shut the fuck up or turn the music box off. And so you sit there with the child, and the night goes on and on. And that is where we'll leave tonight's session.
And on and on and on and on.
Aw.
It's gonna take some time to realize.
Oh man, I kind of wanted more. It was feeling so good.
Oh no. Fucking
Oh.
Grindel spying on me, you little bastard. Get out.
Here's some good ass chips.